Can you imagine 1.5 billion people at the same time watching one single soccer game? That's actually what happened in Qatar in 2022 in the World Cup final between Argentina and France. Argentina won that game, by the way. So that means every fifth person in the world was watching that game. However, only 25 million of those people were American, which makes it less than 2%. So, which is kinda little for a third most popular country in the entire world. So, today I'm gonna talk about why the most popular sport with a fan base more than 3.5 billion people barely gets some audience in the United States and why they call it soccer. So, why is it called soccer? Because back then in the 18th century when the game was invented, it was called Football Association, and for the media, they were trying to shorten it. So at first they called it SAS, then they called it SOC, and then they made it sound like soccer. Yeah, that's actually what happened. Yeah, and also soccer, it's called not only in America but also in Australia, some parts of Africa, and bigger part of Ireland. And let's go to reasons. Reason number one is low score. Score is one of the most important aspects of the game. It makes me more dynamic and interesting to watch. And let's look at the slide. As we can see, the most popular sports in America, such as baseball, basketball, tennis, and hockey. In hockey and baseball, we can see average score of 3-2. And the scoring system in football and basketball is kind of different, which makes it an extremely big amount of points in comparison to soccer. In soccer, the average score is 1-1, which is a tie. Also, there is no tie in these sports above. So actually the American League, known as MLS, Major League of Soccer, decided to change the rules. They added new system of shootouts after the game so they can avoid ties, which actually helps them to make more money because it leads to more positive emotions and people can spend the money on food, drinks, or souvenirs. And let's go to reason number two is it is harder to make money in soccer. Let's look again at the four most popular sports in America. All of them are played with a clean time, which means if the player gets injured or coach requests a timeout or the ball goes out, the timer automatically stops and they can pay some commercials between that pauses, and the audience is now losing the game, now losing the dynamic of the game. In soccer, it is hard because there is no clean time there, and the time can stop only because of the weather or the fan riots. And also, there is less breaks because in soccer, only one break. In hockey, is two. In basketball, at least three. And in baseball, time is basically unlimited. So it's way less opportunities to make money in soccer in the first place. And the reason number three is United States national team barely can win something. So the United States male national team win percentage is 44%, which is really low, and especially considering the fact they're not playing against European teams, which are really strong and tough to play with. And in a contrast with them, the female national team of United States is one of the best in the world. They already have 4 World Cups, which is really a lot, and their win percentage is 81%, which is extremely high. So because of that, some people in America, in some states, they call it CC ball. So some people are considering soccer are for weak people, and that's kind of true. Like if you look at the pictures of soccer players with the players from other sports, you can see like how short they are, how weak they are, but higher, weaker, stronger, which is the item of Olympic Games. It's not the point of soccer. It's never been. So yeah, today I talked about the main reasons why soccer It's not that popular in the United States. I talked about why is it called soccer, and I hope you found my information useful and interesting. Thank you for attention.